All right, my friends, day number 4, 5 alive. So it's kind of crazy. So in the US, there's been lots of stuff happening. There's been Hurricane Harvey that hit Houston. There's been possibly hurricane hitting Puerto Rico and soon to hit Florida. There's been massive fires in Colorado and in Montana. And so the sky's a little interesting. So when you see it, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Which isn't the normal view that normally happens when I do this. So, haha, this is my backyard, people. Come visit anytime. so, so today's topic, day 4 of the lust for living, the adventure of you, the lust for living. So what's today's topic? Today's topic is breaking through the pleasure threshold. Oh yeah, you ready for this topic? It's a juicy one. So check this out. Most of us have a pain threshold. So we put our hand on a burning stove and it's hot and it hurts. We go, ouch, take our hand off, right? But most of us also have a pleasure threshold, which if we hit too much pleasure, too soon, too fast, too quick, too much all at once, we tend to go, oh, that's too much, and we bring the pleasure back down. We like kind of dumb ourselves down, or we stop the enjoyment of pleasure. Okay? And I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about like where in your life have you had the most magical day and by the end of the day you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this much happened. And a lot of people will have that point of view and they'll stop more magic from occurring. And so, my friends, in today, day 4, the lust for living, breaking through your pleasure threshold, I want you to start to notice where you've decided, where you've concluded, where you've judged that choosing what you're choosing is too much pleasure. Or receiving, like if someone gives you a gift and you're like, oh God, that's too much. Notice where you have those sneaky little points of views about your pleasure threshold, about hitting your limitation on how much pleasure you can have and be and receive in one day, or in 2 days, or an entire week. So start to notice where you have that limitation, and then ask what energy, space, and consciousness can you be to break beyond the limitations of pleasure you've decided you need to receive. Okay? I know it's a tongue twister. So that is the clearing. Everything that doesn't allow you to break through it, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And then the question is, if you had no limitation on the amount of pleasure you could choose, be, have, and receive, what would you choose today? If there was no judgment about pleasure, what would you choose today? Start to notice in your brains, in your bodies, in your energy, where you're like, oh, and then you go, nope, can't do that. What I would do is use the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, so POC and POD anywhere where you hit your limitation, where you hit your point of view of, oh, that's too much. Now, like, my caveat, my warning, whatever this is like, this isn't permission to go be an asshole to people. This isn't permission to go, oh, I'm having so much pleasure, I'm going to like not be kind to your environment and your surroundings. This is to notice for you where you stop the door opening to a totally new possibility based on your point of view that you're being or doing or having too much. Okay? So this is about being the inspiration for other people to also choose. Because when you choose pleasure, guess what? Money follows joy. Pleasure is joy. Now I'm talking about anything, right? Laughing too much, right? Being too much. Just notice where you start to limit you, because when you stop limiting you, you become the inspiration and the invitation for a whole new possibility. And that, my friends, is consciousness. So when you choose joy, when you choose laughter, when you choose pleasure, guess what? The earth heals itself, right? Your laughter, your joy, your magic can literally change the planet. And so stop being so serious and start going and having some pleasure, my friends, because it is time. So I adore you. I will see you tomorrow for day 5 and keep being the magic. You guys truly are incredible. I'm so freaking grateful. And if you know that this series, I kind of think you guys know that you're definitely getting your money's worth, right? If you know this series would contribute to someone, this is a great series to invite people to start to choose, to introduce them to the tools of access. And people who've been in access forever, I think you guys get that the way I talk about certain topics, you can start to hear them. Right? And so if it's light for you to share that this is available, please do so. The more the merrier. How many people can we inspire by being lit up, by having joy, by choosing for the lightness, and literally by creating a planet that doesn't yet exist? And it starts with you, choosing joy, choosing pleasure, choosing possibilities, and never giving up. So in the fog of possibility, go out and make it a magical day. And I adore you. Bye for now, my friends.